Alright, guys, so let's.
Alright,
If everyone's good to
where
go, we
that
can
outlet.
start the campaign.
Let's do Biscuit's recap because he's out of it.
Yeah.
Last time
So,
on Dragon Ball
yeah.
Z.
Just a quick note Brox is on drugs right now, medical drugs, and he is losing it.
No, he is
Don't do
stoned
drugs,
right
kid.
now.
He is like
Get
so
it right.
stoned.
I hate you all right now.
In this,
Don't
in
do
this
drugs,
campaign,
kids. It's bad for you.
in this
Unless the doctor prescribes them, and
Alright.
then it's okay.
So,
in this campaign, that's what we call pulling a Mary.
yeah, so.
Wait, hold on. Would Biscuit be considered a pot biscuit now?
Oh my god.
Uh,
Alright. So, as a
In
quick
all
refresher,
seriousness.
when we last left off, our individual players, they've kind of split off from each other. Mary and Biscuit are together right now. They are on top of the gulch with the giant rock and two bisons. They are currently camping there to stay away from, I guess, the dangers of the gulch. TPK is currently in the middle of impending doom. He's
Biscuit and Mary playing
essentially.
both are together.
yeah. There's currently a little, I guess, quaff between the two of the tribes, the Bison tribe and the Pronghorn tribe, and he's currently in the middle of that. He's also in the midst of Billy the Butcher. Liam and Will are still in Colebrook, and they have just recently learned that the mayoress has died.
No.
So, with that being said, let's continue from where we left off Will and Liam.
In memoriam, Maris, 2017 to 2018 to 2018.
Alright,
She was so young.
she was so young. Alright, so, Will, Liam, you have just exited the cartographer's shop. You are still in town. You've just heard from the secretary that the mayoress has died. What do?
Will is gonna kind of just be stunned for a minute, wide-eyed, kind of. Well, not exactly wide-eyed, but he's gonna sort of like look at Liam with a worried look.
And Liam?
Just concerned.
Wait,
inside.
who did we find out from the Maris died?
You found out from the secretary that the mayoress has died.
Oh, okay. So the secretary is with us right now?
Well, she kind of like ran out of the mayor's office and kind of like shouted to everyone that the mayoress has just died.
Oh yeah, that won't cause panic or anything.
Well, to be fair, it is a cause for panic.
Well, I'm going to where the secretary is running out of,
All right.
and I'm going to see for myself.
Do you run inside of the mayor's office?
Will is gonna
Yes.
follow after him.
All right. When you walk inside, well, I run inside, I guess. You see the mayoress lying on the ground in a bloody heap, and there seems to be a large hole in the middle of her chest.
Can I make a medicine check to see, like, if she's actually dead? You know, flat out dead.
Sure thing.
Dead. I mean, I don't know. People have survived worse, at least in
He's
fiction.
very much dead.
All right. Yeah.
13.
This is a gaping hole that pretty much goes through her chest, like halfway. Actually, oh no, it goes all the way through. So yeah, she is pretty much dead.
Hmm.
I
He's
kind of wish that was a 20. Well, I guess she's not dead anymore.
What you say?
Does that 13 also allow me to see what sort of, or check what might have caused this? Like, is this bludgeon, or is this like a
It was definitely
carved sort of hole?
yes.
Or a
It was
bullet?
definitely a piercing damage, but you cannot tell if it was what it was caused by.
He's just kind of, I guess, frantically.
Which, let me get Liam.
I can tell you though
because-
that the hole is a little. It's what's the word for it? Cylindrical, or I guess a little wider than it would normally be if she was stabbed with like a sword or a knife or a dagger.
So you're saying it's thick.
Yes.
I'm gonna do a medicine check as well.
Sure thing.
Is there any sort of He's gonna like kind of look at the body, then sort of
That
look
13
around.
as
Yeah,
well.
you learn the exact same thing.
The
Will
two should get the
kinda
13s.
Look at the body, then look up and around the room. Can I make like? Is there a way you can sense magic? That's what detect magic would be, wouldn't it?
Correct.
I'm
I
guessing I
am
can't use
going
Arcana
to.
to see any traces. Okay.
I'm going to make an investigation check to see if there's like any clues as to like
Sure thing.
who could have done this.
Yeah.
And there's no modifier to this, so 18.
18, pretty good.
Will is gonna kind of whistle into his hoof and get
The dogs.
He's gonna at least. Yeah, he's gonna bring at least 2 dogs in, kind of search the area, and have one near him because he's a bit unsure.
All right. So, Galarian, what exactly did you want to do with that investigation check again?
To see if there was like any clues as to like who could have done this or like
Who could have done
how
this?
they could have, or like how could they have entered.
All right. There seems to be no sign of break-in, and there doesn't seem to be any anything odd about the room, other than the mayoress being dead on the floor, in a pool of her own blood.
Besides that, everything's completely fine.
Yeah, everything's completely fine. There doesn't seem to be any sort of break-in from the doors or the windows or anything. And as for you, Will, what exactly were you doing? Detecting magic?
No, that was just another investigation. I suppose that's the same thing.
Okay, yeah.
Probably.
Well, yeah, the 17. Yeah, you learn pretty much the same thing as Liam does. It is at this moment when the sheriff of the town, and the marshal who came in earlier, walked in, as well as the mayor from Stonebridge. They all kind of like come in shocked to see the mayoress dead.
Will he puts his guard down, seeing that these guys are here. He's a little less frightened, I
Yeah.
suppose.
The sheriff of the town quickly asks, "What happened here? How come the mayoress is dead?"
Liam's gonna say, of course he's gonna be nervous, but like because lawman.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's gonna say, the secretary came out screaming while me and my friend here were coming from the cartographer's shop, screaming that the mayoress was dead.
Yeah, it is at this moment that the secretary also returns with another ungulate. This one introduces himself as the private investigator of the town. He quickly gets everyone who is not the sheriff or the marshal to leave the room so that he can quickly investigate what's happened.
Okay, I guess.
Well, I'm going to turn to that private investigator before he kicks me out and just tell him that what I found out from my investigation check, how there was really no signs of a break-in. Like whoever did just walked in through the front door and fired.
All right. The PI kind of like takes your information and then like thanks you and then like quickly rushes you out so that you don't contaminate the crime scene any further. The accompanying you out is the mayor and the secretary.
Will kind of just rubs his head with his hoof.
Liam?
Liam's gonna console the secretary and kind of say, basically saying, I'm sorry you had to see that.
I only came in to feed her her lunch for the day, but it seems that something happened. There was no one inside with her. I swear.
Oh, hey, what race was the secretary again?
Sheep. If I remember correctly, I could double check that.
I believe it was a sheep.
It is a sheep. No, it was a donkey, burro.
A burro.
Yeah.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah.
Can Can he just kind of make a perception check to look around?
Of the
suppose.
lobby?
The general area, yeah.
Alright, sure. What do you hope to find exactly?
Oh, just anything odd.
Nothing seems to be odd from what you're seeing.
He kind of just sits down.
So, what do you guys want to do now?
I am gonna do a bit of an insight check on the secretary.
Alright,
Cause you never know.
yeah.
It's always the quiet one.
Can I assist with that? Or
Say what?
I'm not. I was gonna ask if I could assist with insight.
No, that insight's good enough. You don't need that.
I think, guys, I figured it out. It's the butler.
It was the butler in the kitchen with a knife.
Oh man, Jenkins.
Oh, that Jenkins.
Alright. So, looking at the secretary, you can tell that she's very frazzled up. But her fear seems legitimate. Like, she doesn't know what happened. She seems like this is all just so sudden for her. She doesn't
Ooh,
seem like
I'm so frazzled.
she doesn't seem to have to do anything to do with this.
I'm just gonna keep being her shoulder to cry.
All right. The mayor from Stonebridge kind of like looks pretty bedraggled himself, and he kind of like says, "Whoa, this is such a mess. I don't know what to do now. Who could have done this?" So
That's a good question.
yes.
I should probably put away my clicky keyboard. Sorry.
Or, you could go to push to talk while you're typing.
Yeah, that would work.
All right.
Well, kind of just
Peter
creates a sign
Reinhardt.
absently. This is too fast. Or, no, too much. Too fast. That probably wouldn't be the right thing to say in this sort of situation.
She died way too fast.
You didn't have time to be a character like Sandy.
All right. So, are you guys going to do anything else?
Not right now. I'm gonna look at Will and kind of see if he has anything to offer.
He just, he's got a look on him. He's just kind of dejected, I guess. He's kind of staring at the ground, little, look to him.
All right. It is okay. When after a bit of waiting, the PI, the sheriff, and the marshal all come out, and they kind of look upon the lot of you, and then who should it be? I guess the PI comes towards Liam, and kind of questions you. Where were you when this incident happened? Can you please?
In the cartographer shop with him. I point to Will.
I can determine that she had just recently died. Very quickly, right before the secretary had come in. So it wasn't long before she arrived that the mayoress had pretty much died. Currently our investigations don't prove anything, but I suppose we could send some of our findings to the laboratory at the corner of the city. Perhaps.
And then after me and him left, we heard her scream that the mayoress was dead, and we kind of rushed in to see.
I see.
And that's how you found us there.
Yes. But I do recognize you. You're Liam Gallagher, aren't you?
Wouldn't be the first.
Yes. You have a hefty price on your head. We don't really suspect you because you're wanted more for larceny than anything else. But if we learn anything that you're involved in this in any way, you'd be the prime suspect. You are the only criminal here that we know of.
Will kind of tilts his head, and he gives a little look over to the mayor of Stonebridge. You said
Yeah.
he was here, right?
Yeah. The mayor kind of like speaks up then and says, "I can vouch that Liam would have nothing to do with this. It is not in his nature to kill the mayoress. He'd have no reason to." And that's exactly. And then the PI says, "And that's exactly why we're not suspecting him. But he is still the prime suspect."
And Liam's gonna be like, what? He's like in the most sarcastic tone. What a surprise! Of course, I'm the prime suspect.
Until we can find a motivation for you, we cannot arrest you. So you're scot free for now. You can go around the town. We won't stop you, but we will keep an eye on you. We'll be clear about that.
Sorry, I'm not. If my voice sounds scratchy.
How do you guys respond?
Will is still sort of just off to the side.
All right.
Liam's gonna be, well, it's gonna look super suspicious now if I leave town and try and find my friends who are in the gulch.
All right.
Well, Will nods with them as he says that.
If you really want to find your friends, we could have some deputies accompany you, so that they can keep an eye on you.
That'll be fine.
All right.
In fact, the more help we can get finding them, the better.
All right. Well, the sheriff kind of like perks up and says, "In that case, I'm going to assemble some of my men to accompany you into the gulch."
But I thought the only one that was with them vanished into thin air. Looking at you, Carolina, wherever you may be.
All right. So, do you guys want to do anything else, or will that be it for now?
That'll be it for now, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, I think so. Unless we're heading out of the building, I mean.
Okay. Then, if nothing else, let's go to TPK then. All right. So TPK, you are in the middle of this squabbling group of people. What do you want to do?
I just needed to get that out of the way. So pronghorns and bison are like in this Mexican standoff right now.
Sort of, yeah.
Glaring each other.
They're very vocal. They're speaking over each other.
Oh.
It's pretty much just a riot right now. But no one has charged at anyone else, I guess you could say.
No one has shot first.
Yeah,
is
no one
what you're
has
saying.
making the first shot yet.
Quote unquote shot first.
Yeah. Nice. So, what do you do?
Oh, I just wanted to hear the bard, so I turned. Anyway, let's see. So no one has what's it called? Done anything yet?
No one has
They're
done.
just shouting?
No one has done anything yet.
All right. So Snow, I want to cast Thaumaturgy
All right.
for the 1 minute effect of having my voice be 3 times as loud.
Okay.
However, I'm not going to say anything yet.
Sure.
All right. So next, I'm going to walk, if I can, try to like move closer to like somewhere near the front lines of the bison, like somewhere in between the two of them.
Okay.
Right? Can I?
Yeah. Go on.
Okay. So then I would like to cast Thaumaturgy again as I stand up on my hind legs and then do the Arizona slam on the ground
Okay.
and cause harmless tremors in the ground for a minute. But it's just just for effect, to try and get everyone to calm down. And
Alright.
while that is happening too, I will also now talk and say, "Everybody, stop!" And
Alright.
the
No, you
vibration-
said it wrong. It's you put your voice real loud and then just go, "Come on and slay."
Yeah, welcome to Japan!
No. But yeah, that is what I do to try and get everyone to
Alright.
at least stop for now.
Alright. The ground shakes a little bit, and everyone just suddenly stops hollering at each other, looks around to make sure nothing of the sacred area gets destroyed, and then
Well,
kind of
good
like
thing that thaumaturgy specifies harmless tremors.
yeah,
then.
like but they don't know that.
Yeah.
So and then like once the tremors stop happening, they
Yeah,
kind
I
of just
turned them
all
off.
glare at you.
All right, so everyone's glaring at me.
Yes.
All right, so I glare back at everybody else, and I go, "Now stop all this squabbling now!" My voice is still 3 times loud, by the way. I haven't turned that off. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful conclusion. Now everyone stop acting like children.
Okay.
I'm just glaring everyone down, like both the bison and the pronghorn, as I'm saying these words. Galarian.
I was thinking it.
Uh,
But okay, so, all right. Can you please roll an intimidation check just to see like what the effect of that would be?
sure.
Ridiculous.
Whoops, sorry. Oh, I think. Oh,
You're not typing
right,
the
sorry.
number.
I accidentally number locked my
Oh.
my hand keypad.
Who uses
Sorry.
numlock? Jeez.
Shut up. Average, very average. But
Alright.
I'm not trying to be intimidating.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the thing. I'm trying to just.
I just
yeah,
I just wanted you
that's-
to roll that to see like how they would respond.
Okay, just checking.
Okay, so they kind of look at you. Some are still kind of angry, but others are kind of like shamefaced from like from their actions, I guess, from how you.
You shame-faced them.
Hey.
Kink shame them.
Don't kink shame me.
But yeah,
Kink
Billy the
shaming
Butcher
is
kind of
my
like
kink.
Billy the Butcher also comes in between everybody else and kind of like agrees with you and says, "I agree. You're all acting like children right now. Can't we all just settle this in a diplomatic manner?"
I guess you could say they're all acting like kids.
Galarian, lose your feet. Or your bonus if you chose to do that. Nah, just kidding.
All right.
Let's continue.
Yeah. Obviously, something happened to the wall, and this is a horrible. Yeah, what happened was horrible. But if we can figure out what happened and who was the cause, perhaps we could settle this in without doing any sort of combat. Deal? And everyone kind of stands down from their combat pose for now. What do you do, TPK?
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna turn off the thaumaturgy's effect of having my voice be 3 times as loud,
Alright.
so that I talk in a normal volume. Then I will turn to Billy and I will say, "All right, now let's get to investigating this situation."
Well, from what I can tell, that metal piece that was broken is way up there. So, how do you suppose it was broken off?
Perhaps what am I trying to say? Perhaps it was blown away from a distance through magic or some other means. It's one theory. Another one could be someone took the time and effort to climb and detonated it with some explosives, or just plain old destroyed it. Snow, can I make a perception to see if like I can determine like if it looks like there was an explosion or like if it was like just like smashed?
Yeah, sure thing.
All right. But also, yeah, that's what I told Billy.
Yeah. He says that it's good as it's a good idea, Senny.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't really
yeah.
see much. These old eyes. mine.
Unfortunately, the damage was too high for you to really gauge anything from it other than that is broken.
All right. So essentially, what I did after I.
it broke it.
All right. So essentially, what I did after I told Billy all my ideas, I squinted at where it was destroyed, but I couldn't necessarily make anything out.
Yeah.
It just looked like it, obviously that it was destroyed. So after trying to focus my eyes and not really succeeding for a while, I just give up and I turn back to Billy and I say, it's a bit too far for me to make out any details. We're gonna have to go inspect it up close.
Unfortunately, if the Bighorn tribe was here, they could just fly up there and look at it. Well, okay. I guess we better start climbing then. And he starts walking up the cliff face, pretty much like it's nothing. Do you want to follow him?
Let me attempt an acrobatics check, can I?
Yes.
Okay, so +1, boys. Let's see what we get.
Wait, is it acrobatics or athletics?
Either or, but acrobatics I think is more.
Yeah. Acrobatics, I guess, for more precise movement. If I was just like climbing up a ladder, I would, maybe say like, oh, I want to jump it, like Link in Breath of the Wild, jump up and then grab, jump up and grab. Anyway, so first I want to preface this that TPK just like sees Billy go up the wall, jumping it, and I'm like, he's like at the base of it, and he's looking up, and then the camera pans out and shows just how tall it is, and that's what I wanted you to imagine before I rolled this.
Nice.
It's like a little dot. It's like arrow, big red arrow. TPK.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I wanted you guys to imagine before I rolled this, and like this is TPK trying to jump from one rock to another. 9.
All right. Yeah. You tried to climb after Billy, but unfortunately, your old man bones just can't handle it.
Hold on, let me see if thaumaturgy can help at all.
I don't think so, but you could try.
I'm pretty sure it can because I'm reading it right now. Unless altering the appearance of my eyes for a minute will do anything.
You have special eyes.
Yeah. My special eyes.
I feel like suddenly hyper realistic.
No, but I'm just gonna say that TPK started to try and climb, but he slipped, and it was like where you're just sliding backwards, like on a slide, and just went all the way back down.
All right.
It makes that.
Yeah, but like with rocks because it's a cliff.
All
No,
right.
it still makes the blast sound.
So Snow, I'm after TPK fails at that. I want to if I'm pretty sure I don't need to cast thaumaturgy to make my voice louder yet.
Yeah.
But I want to basically yell to Billy, I can't. Well, we're gonna have to look for another way. It's pretty difficult to climb this cliff.
Fine. I'll meet you up there.
All right. So I guess I look back at the Bison tribe and the Pronghorns, and I guess I'll just say, well, we got to get to the bottom of this. Find out who's responsible. Come on. And then I'll go in a direction.
The bison kind of like looks at the pronghorn and says, "Doesn't it mean go up?"
Well, I mean, I'm sure in a cliff there's like not stairs necessarily,
Yeah.
but like slopes
Anyways,
with those that are much easier
that
to
was-
climb.
that was
No,
just a
you must
super
climb
dumb
the
joke.
7,000 steps to the throat of the world.
Anyways, all right. As you
But yeah,
guys
we
are,
gotta find a way around. Is essentially what I'm doing.
as you guys try to find a way to get up, Billy finally reaches the top to investigate the broken metal part. But when he glances towards his, I guess, left, he sees the giant bird and Mary and Biscuit and two bisons just sitting there. Let's go over
Just
to you
imagine.
guys.
I'm just imagining them like having a tea party. A giant
Rome.
cup.
Okay.
You invite Rome to the tea party. He's like,
Questions
"Please
now.
fuck your tea."
What time of day is it? Is this when we woke up and now this is happening?
Yes.
Or... Okay.
Let's say that you guys are just about to wake up.
Wait.
And Billy's not up there yet, quite yet.
Alright.
Hey, so I have a question. So Mary isn't a morning person per se, so she'll probably still be asleep.
Okay.
But
Biscuit is very much a morning person.
she fell asleep while writing in her journal, and her journal is laying there by her side.
Okay.
So, when did Mary suddenly become not a morning person? I think she was a pretty big morning person when she woke up before Will and Liam and put them in the same bed.
Oh yeah, I'm sure this is character development.
That was 2 o'clock in
Okay.
the morning. That is still nighttime, sir.
Okay.
But when
Biscuit,
does night transition to day?
When the
we'll say
blood
about 4 to 5. Anyway, Biscuit gets up, sees Mary, sighs, sees the journal, closes it, puts it under Mary's hoof, and puts a blanket over Mary while she makes breakfast.
Aw. Yeah. The Rock. The Rock.
Wait, do I? Oh yeah, the rock.
Yeah, the Rock is
The
happy
truth
to see you
satisfaction,
up.
read the journal, you start the side quest.
No. I'm just gonna assume my explorer's pack has the proper equipment to make breakfast.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Alright. I make something.
Well, it's got rations, so yeah.
The buffalo have actually been awake for a few hours now, and when they see you wake up, they greet you with just a tiny little nod.
I asked them, I do not believe I ever got your names.
Oh no, why'd you make me give names to them?
Oh no.
Because they're technically companions right now. And
Fine.
You got Jim Bob, Bob Jims.
This is Jimbo and Bojim.
No
Here we
Billy
got
Joel.
here we got Buffalo number
This one's
one.
named Sandy and this one's named Dilnaz.
We got Buffalo number 1 and Buffalo number 3. Don't ask what happened to Buffalo number 2.
That's
You don't even
Buffalo
talk about
Bill
Buffalo
and that's
number
Buffalo
two.
Will.
So let's know what are the actual names.
I don't know. Just
Tom and Jerry.
fine. Yeah, Tom and Jerry.
Biscuit says good morning, Tom, and good morning, Jerry.
They
And then
greet you back.
continues making breakfast.
Yeah.
Is the rock awake, you said?
Yeah, the Rock is awake. It looks happy to see you awake.
While breakfast is cooking, I pet the rock.
Mm. It kind of croons happily.
Also, this rock would be very easy to see because it's rainbow colored. Everybody seems to forget that it's rainbow colored.
Oh. Well, I didn't know that. But sure.
Yeah, you did. It's in the description of a feather token.
Is it? Oh, okay.
A rainbow colored bird with the statistics of a rock.
Alright. So, yeah. It's the shiny rainbow rock. Oh my god.
It's Ho-Oh. It's Ho-Oh
no.
Pokemon.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
Okay.
no, it's Diab. It just turns over and dies.
I asked the rock if he sees anything, since his vision would be a lot better than the rest of
Yeah.
ours.
It just warks at you. You okay? You need water?
While I die.
Do you need to like get water or something?
I have water.
Okay. So yeah, it just makes bird noises at you. You can't really understand it.
Uh, I put my ice sprites on the rock for now.
All right. The ice sprites start eating the rock.
No.
Okay, so what do you do?
I'm just gonna sit down and make breakfast for Mary.
You're just gonna make breakfast for everyone? Alright.
Yeah.
And Mary's just gonna sleep?
I
Mary's
guess.
sleeping, yeah.
Alright, so it is at this moment when Billy climbs up and notices you guys. Can you please roll a perception to see if you see him immediately?
Plus,
Can I take a 0 on that?
No, you're like negative 20.
Okay. Oh no!
That's good
Okay.
enough. I'd say you see him. You see him while preparing breakfast.
Hmm.
He kind of like walks up towards the lot of you, looks at the bison kind of hanging around with you. Tom, Jerry. They just greet him. So who might you be?
I would be Biscuit, and judging by your looks, I would say you are Billy the Butcher.
I prefer Billy La Mancha, but yes, that's
Well,
me.
I don't know your name. I only know what this poster says, and I hand him the poster.
He kind of like scowls at it and kind of just like quickly brings out his, I guess, machete and kind of like just stabs it and breaks it apart.
Don't worry, I'm not after you. I have deduced enough to realize you're the good guy here.
Yeah. He just shreds the piece of paper to pieces before he like sheathes his dagger back and says, "You're the one who caused all that trouble in the Bison tribe area. I recognize your rainbow bird."
There was no trouble meant. We were simply traveling through.
Well, considering that you're up here near the sacred wall, I have to.
Sacred wall?
Yes. You see, there's a special wall here in the Gulch that pretty much documents the peace treaties between the different tribes here, and it has been tampered with. In fact, part of it has been destroyed. Right now, you seem to be the most guilty out of anyone.
Mary
You can
rolled
ask
a
your bison people. I came from the river. We came up here to escape the shadow creature that Mary over there was fighting.
Mary? And then he kind of like looks over your shoulder and sees the sleeping cow. Could you?
Mary sleeps lying down, unlike other cows who sleep standing up, by the way.
Do cows stand sleeping up? Sleep standing up?
I thought that was horses. That
I
did
thought
that.
horses were the ones to do that.
Cow sleeps laying down.
Yeah, cows can lay down. Horses, I'm not sure.
Yes, they can
Horses
lay down, but
can,
like they
but they
usually.
don't.
Yeah, they can lay down, but they usually sleep standing up.
Cows always sleep laying down.
All right.
That's called cow tipping.
No, cows do sleep standing up.
Well, okay, fine. He kind of like looks back to Biscuit and asks her to wake her up.
Biscuit walks over to Mary and kind of puts a hoof on her shoulder and shakes a little bit. Mary?
Quite contrary. How does your garden grow?
Mary wakes up, heavy breathing, and it starts like going, I'm sorry.
Mary, you did nothing wrong. It's simply time to wake up.
She seems jittery.
Okay. And she gets up shakily still onto her hooves.
Do you by any chance know of a sacred wall? This gentleman over here says it's been damaged. Do you know anything about that?
No.
I walk Mary over to Billy.
And then he kind of like scrutinizes her for a bit, and he looks at the two of you and says, "Come with me," and then walks back towards where the damaged part of the wall is.
I whistle at the rock. I tell my ice sprites to get back in my floof,
Uh,
and
Mary
I take the
follows.
breakfast off so it doesn't burn.
All right.
I hand breakfast to Mary.
What does Mary do?
What's the breakfast?
It's veal.
That's up to Snow. No, TPK, no.
I mean, just look at what I was posting.
Yeah, what would a
Knowing
ration
what
be?
I was talking about.
You misspelled veal. You put fail.
Is that how you not spell veal? I thought that's how you spelled veal. Oh, A. God damn it, English.
Okay. So yeah, Snow, what would the breakfast ration be?
I don't know, grass.
Okay,
Cooking grass.
sure.
I vote for fruit.
Yeah.
Maybe berries or something.
Mixed fruit and berries that are sauteed with a barbecue sauce.
Fine.
Okay, fair.
That sounds
You get
gross, but
something-
fine.
You get something like that, Mary, without the barbecue sauce.
So literally, you just cut up fruits and just put them in a pan and stir them around for a few minutes. It's done.
You could still eat potatoes, hash browns or something.
Maybe like
Yeah.
hard biscuits? Something like that. I vote that biscuit made biscuits.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Okay, biscuit made biscuits.
Alright. Mary like takes like a fourth of what you gave her and then gives the rest back.
So Biscuit practices cannibalism. Good to know.
Gosh dang it, Snow.
So, okay. When Billy walks over towards the metal part of the wall,
Biscuit's cooking.
Mary looks at the area and feels a dreaded feeling of familiarity with this location.
Oh hey, this is where I landed after your rock threw me off.
Everyone, the Bisons and Billy just look at you, not saying a word.
Mary, you took my rock, and then you demanded that it let you go, and it dropped you here?
Yeah?
First of all, you need to learn how to speak correctly. You don't tell something to drop you off. It will literally drop you on the spot.
Second, how are you not dead?
That's the second question. Second, how are you not gravely injured from landing on this artwork?
Well, I landed right, and she points to where she landed there, and I climbed down through like there, and there.
Okay, when you point this out, you finally see TPK breathing heavily, crawling up that section of the wall.
Zombie!
Biscuit's face lights up. TPK!
Zombie! Push TPK down the wall.
Long
No.
live the king.
Long live the king.
Long live the young.
Oh no.
Longhorn live the king.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Biscuit looked kind of excited for a little bit.
Alright.
TPK, you died.
So once TPK comes up and sees Biscuit or actually the whole scene really, but he's still breathing heavily. He'll hold a hoof up and then reach around for his water skin and just kind of like dump a bunch of water on his head and do the head shake like a dog.
I walk over to Biscuit, or not Biscuit.
Biscuit walks over to Biscuit.
No, I
But,
walk over.
but
I walk over to TPK and give him the remainder of the breakfast.
TPK takes it in his hands and says, thanks. I'm not used to this much activity. I'm not 40. Equivalent, because I don't want to be 8 frickin' years old and cow. You're 60. Anyway, so he TPK graciously takes it and just starts munching on it. Mixed vegetables and mixed fruit with sauteed with barbecue sauce. Yay!
All right.
Biscuit
And-
meat biscuits.
So
All right, TPK pulls out some barbecue sauce and layers it on, and then eats it.
all right.
Dips
TPK
it all
likes
in
barbecue.
potatoes.
Anyways, now what happens
Yeah.
now?
So let's see. Billy kind of looks at the young cow, Mary, and then looks back at the tribes, and then quickly realizes this is going to be bad. So he tries to placate the tribes before anything happens. He quickly says, "It's not her fault," and they're like, "What do you mean it's not her fault? She didn't mean to bring it." And everyone looks at Mary.
I say, if you fell from the sky and landed here, would you call it your fault too? Looking at the tribe.
Mary backs up a bit.
Yeah. And then the bison stomp their hoof on the ground and pretty much say, "The outsiders have broken our land one last time. She should pay for her crime."
I step in front of Mary.
And Biscuit pretty much stands. Oh no, Biscuit. Billy stands in front of Biscuit and says, "Wait, don't do anything crash."
Mary hides. in the-
TPK will stand in front of Billy, and say, "Don't do it."
Mary hides. in
I
the-
whistle at my rock for him to come over.
The Rock gets in front of TPK. Ah!
No, I want him to land in the middle.
All right, I want a good clean match. No, hit below the belt. Go.
Like not directly in the middle, but to the side and to the middle,
Yeah.
so all the bison can clearly see him.
Yeah. The rock lands next to you. What do you want to do with the rock?
I whisper to Mary. Mary, can you please get on the rock?
And
I
then
know you and him don't have a good relationship, but you might need to leave.
yeah, the bison tribe. One of the bison tribe members quickly walks up to you and says, "Hey, she can't leave. She has to pay for what she's done."
What was done
Stop!
was an
You
accident.
violated the law!
Accident or not,
Well-
what she broke is larger than she realizes. This is not easily fixed.
If a symbol is what's keeping you at peace, then there's obviously more problems here.
You
Peace should
think
be
it's
kept
just a
between
symbol? And
I
then,
don't. Do I detect any magic from it?
please roll for detect magic. Oh wait, no, you do it.
Okay.
You succeed automatically, right?
Yeah.
You do detect magic from it.
Is it like?
Oh,
a lot or
does
just
it like?
faint?
Do you just detect it, or does it like give you information about the magic?
I don't think it does. I think it just says you can detect.
I can't pinpoint the exact location or the type of magic, just relative sense of strength and location. So is it strong or
It
weak?
is extremely radiantly powerful.
It's like Goku levels, when he's Super Saiyan 3 and he got the waves coming out. That kind of.
If it's don't worry though, you have to go through like 13 episodes of them just powering up.
Then might you explain what it is? I sense powerful magic, but that's about it.
Everyone suddenly hears a very large crack. And when you look behind yourselves, you can see in the far distance, right at the very edge of the gulch, there seems to be this, I guess, hairline crack in the rock. And then the bison look very, very concerned and say,
How can there be a hairline crack in the rock? He's already bald.
Stop.
"Oh
In
my god."
The cliffside. There's a hairline crack in
Oh
the
my
cliffside.
You gotta admit, Snow, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good. Plus
Yeah.
1 XP.
Yay! This is the pun session.
Yeah,
Alright.
there is a large hairline crack
The cliffside.
in the side of the rock, and the bison says, "It's already begun. The gulch is starting to break apart."
TPK would go, what? Is this because that broke? Points to the thing.
Yes.
Well,
Don't you think
let's-
it's strange that there's this one giant, large mesa in the middle of nowhere, jutting out in a large flat area? We made this gulch out of magic to protect us from the outsiders.
Well, we have to fix it quick. How do we fix it?
There's no easy way to fix this.
No easy way, but let's get to work then. We
Wait,
don't have
someone get a
much
brain
time.
blast.
Guys, maybe if we combine our powers, we can do it.
Someone
Earth,
get the flex
wind.
seal.
Water, fire. With your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. Captain Planet, he's a hero. Anyway,
All right.
but yeah, TPK will shout, we don't have much time. Let's get to work.
Yeah. So.
And I'll say, now what do we need to fix it?
Everyone just kind of like looks at each other and says, "We don't know. We never expected this to happen."
TPK is gonna face off. Ah.
Also, Biscuit also face offs. You had no contingency plan for something like this.
We're not Batman.
Okay, here's a question. So Mary took like a bunch of like history books and such in
Alright.
the past. Can I like pull out a bunch of the books, start looking through them, and hopefully find a solution?
Sure thing. I guess that would.
Please get a nat 20 here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would the bison have written down anything?
Well,
Like, in
no,
a
but
book?
maybe you can roll for history or nature. I guess.
Alright, history. Let's find it. My history +4.
Hey Snow, I don't have anything better to do. Can I try and can I cast Healing Word on the thing?
Healing word.
Healing Word.
Wait.
Keep it back together.
Yeah, yeah.
Please look it over to see if it specifies it must work only on creatures.
A creature. Fine.
So no. Perhaps
Yeah.
maybe if someone had mend.
Dang it. It is just a creature.
I have ending.
Isn't that a wait? Oh, wait.
Wait, TPK.
How are you the
You're
only
a
one
divine
with
caster.
mending?
You can pick from whatever spells. Don't you have mending?
Oh shit! You're right. Wait, but those are cantrips. I wait. It doesn't work for cantrips. It only works for numbered spells.
I
don't have mending.
I might be able to try something.
The Billy kind of like looks at you with these piercing eyes and says, "Fix the problem."
Mary, it's okay. You can do it. Whatever you're gonna do, do it.
So I suppose she's going to like walk over to the closest patch of broken stuff there is.
All
I
right.
assume more than one patch.
Yeah, it started off like in the far distance, so it'd have to be a little ways to get there.
No, I thought she was fixing the art piece.
Oh, are you
of
fixing the art
those.
piece? You can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I thought that's what we were doing.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to heal it because I thought maybe magic might go around it
Yeah.
being a creature.
No. Okay,
Yeah,
so
Oh, wait.
she's like pretty much.
Is the breaker tear larger than 1 foot in any dimension?
let me roll. Unfortunately, yes. It is a large hairline fracture. About, I'd say, it's already about 5 feet. At this point, 5 feet long.
Wait, this is
Oh.
the art piece or the piece that's the gulch that's currently breaking?
The part of the art piece that's broken.
Just
Uh,
cast mending multiple times.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So
she gotta go over there and just start mending, trying to put it back together.
all right. Um, the more you're like mending, um, the underneath you starts shaking a bit, and then you suddenly lose your concentration, and the ground starts what do you call this? Rumbling to the point where it becomes difficult terrain.
Ah.
Like
Mary, like,
the 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 rock is breaking. Quick, fix it.
ah.
All right.
What magic was used to build it in the first place?
Uh, plot magic.
Plot magic.
All right.
Wait, Snow.
Yes.
You said this thing was metal, right?
Yes.
Snow, can I? Wait, hold on. Are manacles metal?
Yes.
I forget.
Yes, they
Wait,
are.
wait. So the
No.
ground shook and Mary instantly lost concentration.
Yeah.
But mending isn't a
I
concentration.
don't know. I would kind of keep it as like a.
But it does take a minute.
Okay, yeah, fine, fair enough. But okay, so Snow. Could I take my manacles, put it like roughly where the break is, and cast firebolt again and again and again and again and again until I can get the metal to like basically weld it together.
um,
Weld the crack. Weld the crack.
if you roll a high enough sleight of hand, or I guess athletics, sure.
I'll
I
go
was
at
thinking shouldn't Mary roll for that if she was concentration or something?
Yeah. I was trying to figure that out before.
yeah, it would be DC 10, and if she had taken damage, it would have been half of that.
The only reason I'm bringing it up because like
There's no damage because basically she's.
Yeah, so it's 10, so she has to roll above 10.
Yeah.
the only reason I brought it up was because in the Elder Scrolls campaign, it was Midnight's character who got attacked and had to roll to see if she kept concentration, and that 20'd.
Constitution, right?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a constitution.
Also, if TPKs doesn't work, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna freeze it in place.
Oh, cool! You kept
Yeah,
concentration.
you kept concentration. All right, you're still casting the magic. The ground is still shaking. Does TPK want to continue doing the magical thing?
Yeah. So Snow, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna rush up to where Mary is, and I'm gonna bring over some manacles and start welding, heating it up.
All right.
So and what just athletics.
Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, I'm not gonna make you melt your manacles so you can keep them. But
Wow.
Oh, I thought this athletics was for to even get up to the thing.
well, no, I would make you roll acrobatics for that. It's not.
Oh.
It's not something you have to climb. It's just like right there. But the problem would be trying to mold your manacles into the whatever was there before.
I wanna cast a ray of frost. Yeah, ray of frost to freeze it, so it will stop breaking at least.
All right. So you cast Ray of Frost, and Mary, you're still casting the magic. Everyone is looking very bedraggled.
Bedraggled. That's a funny one.
All right. Does anyone else do anything in the situation?
Doesn't look like it, maybe.
All right. So eventually, what do you call this? The thing that Mary was fixing is eventually welded together, I suppose. What does Mary do in the situation? Does she just say that she's done, or does she do anything further?
So
at
is
this
the
point,
earth not
she's
shaking anymore?
she's shaking herself, and she's like has her eyes closed, and she just keeps casting the spell, and under her breath, it's like, please work, no more beatings. Please work, no more beatings. Please work, no more beatings.
And then, finally, when the last part of the thing gets fixed, the shaking kind of stops.